Hi, we're David and Sarah, and we love to travel. Recently, we ran into a roadblock though. Luckily, it didn't take me long to figure out a good solution. Alright. Sarah figured out a good solution.
Either way, we decided on a working holiday in Canada and we'd like you to share this experience with us.
Good morning guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we have a really cool, informative video.
It is so bright out here. So this morning we're going to be giving you our top tips on how to prepare your car for driving in the winter, in the snow, and we're going to try and keep it short and sharp. Hope you guys enjoy.
Don't forget to like and subscribe and share the video around. We really appreciate all the support.
These are just things that we've learned just from living here. No one's told us these things, so if you disagree, let us know in the comments. If you have anything to add, let us know and we will
get back to you.
This isn't really a tip, but you're not going to want to wear your good shoes. Probably put on some snow boots if you've had a fresh dump of snow overnight, because your normal shoes are not going to like this. Tip number 1, I always store the snow brush on the outside of the car. This is because if you want to open this door, you've got to clear all this snow off by hand if you don't have access to your snow brush, which is normally inside the car. If we just try and open this door right now, snow's going to fall all inside. That went all in my boot.
Yay!
By having the snow brush outside, you can clear this with the brush before opening the door, so that when you open the door, it stays clear. Tip number 2, once you're in, start the car, let it warm up while you're clearing the rest of the snow off the car. You also just want to make sure as soon as you turn the car on that you just set all your demister settings and everything. Make sure it's all pointed to the windscreen and the windows and mirrors and everything, so that it's just going to help defrost everything and warm the car up for when you get in. Start by clearing the roof first, because if you start here and clear the windscreen and then you come back and do the roof, chances are you're going to have to do the windscreen again after you finish the roof. You might not think clearing the roof is that important, but if you leave all this up here and it melts a little bit underneath and then you come to a quick stop, all this snow is going to come straight down onto the windscreen and you're not going to be able to see anything, and the windscreen wipers are not going to do a very good job of cleaning it off for you. Got most of the snow off the roof. There's not enough left up there anymore to create any problems if it did have to fall down onto the windscreen. Whew, catching my breath. Now we can start trying to get all this off the windscreen and the bonnet. You can see there's quite a bit of ice on it, so we're going to have to scrape that off using the back end of this brush, which is a scraper. But in the process of doing that, that brings us to our next tip, which is make sure that your windscreen wipers are not frozen to the window like these are, because if you turn them on and they're frozen solid to the windscreen, you're just going to wreck your windscreen wiper motor or gearbox. So we're going to have to chip these off in the process. Another thing you can do if you're expecting snowfall is just to leave your windscreen wipers up overnight so that they don't freeze to the windscreen. So we've freed one up, we just got to free up the other one. So you can see that that's stuck to the windscreen. I'm just going to chip it off. Until it's free. And now I know that it's not going to wreck anything when I turn the windscreen wipers on. Also, don't forget the rear one. Ideally, I would have left these up overnight because I don't know if you can see that, but all the ice is stuck to the rubber and all the rubber's kind of deformed. All these bits of ice make it difficult for the windscreen wipers to do their job properly. Alright, next tip is don't forget to brush your lights off, because this is going to severely impact your distance of the throw of the light. So make sure you clean these off, and also your indicators so other cars know where you're going. This is more of a theoretical tip, but I always like to clean off the grille, because in these temperatures cars do struggle to get up to operating temperature, and if you've got big chunks of snow blowing through to your radiator, that can only make things worse. So to help the car warm up, I always just like to try and get rid of as much of this snow from out of the front of the radiator as I can. It's not too bad today, but I always like to just make sure you can read the number plates as well, the license plates I think you guys call them. And once again, don't forget the one at the back. Another thing is, always make sure you have enough windshield wiper fluid in your reservoir, because if you get stuck on a highway with mud spraying all over your windscreen and you got nothing to wipe it off with, it can be quite dangerous.
Right on.
We actually carry some spare in the car. This is empty, but we do need to replace it. We've just filled it up again, just for that reason, because we don't want to get stuck without it. Probably the last thing that I wanted to make a point of is just making sure you clean all your side mirrors and your side windows and rear window, just so that you can see around the car, because you probably won't realize it until you get in, especially because it's so cold out here. You just want to get in and start driving, but you'll realize pretty quickly, especially when you're trying to reverse park or reverse out of a park, that you need to be able to see out all of your windows. By this time, once you've finished all these steps, your car should be pretty much up to running temperature and you should be ready to hit the road. If you've had a lot of snowfall overnight, you might have to dig this out, but if your car's got some decent clearance, you might also be able to just drive straight over it. So that's about all I've got for you guys. If you can think of anything else that might be helpful for us, let us know, and if we were helpful to you, then let us know that as well in the comments below.